Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be making a Christmas door or wall decor hanging. I'm going to be using these, or what's left over of these embroidery hoops. Now as you can see, this one I've taken the clasp off and this one I need to take off. I'm just going to quickly measure them for you. I believe, let me find my ruler, I believe this one is about 12 inches. Yeah, this one's 12 inches and the smaller one is 8. So we're not going to need these. If you have the inner, then use the inner, but because I've used the inner in previous craft, I am now left with the outer, and I'm not going to order more to get the inners. I might as well just use what I have. So I am just going to grab hold of this and then just, if I can pull it off I will, if not I'll have to, oh yeah, there you go. I think I can pull it off quite easily. Okay, because you're not going to see any of this, so I wouldn't worry about, you know, ruining it because you're not going to see it. I am going to hot glue those together. I might even do that and use some tape to keep it together just so it's secure. Let me get hold of some tape, crafters, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, crafters, I have got some Poundland brown tape, and what I'm going to do is I am going to hold these together, and I'm going to use the brown tape to secure them back together. Like I said, if you've got the inner rings, you won't need to worry about this particular part, but if you're like me and you're going to use the outer, you just need to take off the workings and secure them back together. But by the time we're finished with it, you're not going to see any of this, so don't stress about it too much. So that's one and that's two. Okay, so you're also going to need Christmas foliage and some sort of twine, whether that be jute twine or another type of twine. Now this I got from, I believe I got this from Wilkinson's. Yep, I got this from Wilkinson's, and it's jute twine, 250 meters approximately. It doesn't give me the width, but it's thicker than the one that you can get from Poundland. So I need to put my hot glue gun on. So let's do that. While I'm putting on my hot glue, I want to tell you that the original inspiration for this project came from a channel that I found this year. Not too sure what the lady's name is, but she is a hoot. She makes me laugh every time I watch her videos. Her channel is called This Southern Girl Can. I will link her channel in the comments and in the description box. Now I'm going to do something. It was inspired by her project, but it's not going to be the same as her project. The end result will not be the same as what she created. So I need to let my hot glue gun warm up and then we can move on. Okay, crafters, I think this should be just about warm enough now. I'm going to put some hot glue on the tape and I'm going to hot glue this bit to the larger outer ring. Trying so hard to keep my my mat clean. It's really hard when you're a crafter. I actually need to get another one and then use an old one when I'm crafting, and then I can just, when I'm doing things like cards and things, I can use the cleaner one, if that makes sense. Okay, so I've got those together. Now what I need to do here is I need to tie on my jute, and as the glue is still wet, I am going to use it to my advantage, and I'm going to tie on my jute rope, my jute string, my jute twine, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to take out loads because obviously it's on this big bolt. So I'm just going to take out loads and cut it, and then I can always add to it if I need to. Okay, So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to slowly wrap my 2 embroidery hoops together, and I'm going to go all the way around, so obviously it will get wider as we go out. If you've watched this Southern Girl Can's video, you'll know what this is going to look like when I'm done, but it's not going to, I'm not going to be making the same wreath slash door hanging slash wall art. In fact, when I was watching her video, this idea was the first thing that came to mind, and I actually thought that's what she was going to do, but she didn't. She'd done something else. So I am going to continue to wrap this, but I won't bore you to tears. I will speed through this. One thing I will note, crafters, is I think you have to do this as, pull it as tight as you can, because every time I do it loose it bags. Then I also don't want to lose the shape of that I've got here. Okay, crafters, I was not happy with the way that it kept bagging up. Now, the lovely crafter Southern Girl Can didn't seem to have that problem, so it may be because she used a different type of string or jute to me. But what I was thinking of doing is covering this in the brown tape, and then that will help, I'm hoping will help keep the because the string just kept sliding. So obviously it's the shape, but also, and I apologize for the noise, but there's not much I can do about that. It also, it just kept baggy in places, and then this popped out, and it was just driving me a bit mental. So I untook off all the string, and I was thinking, how can I give it its shape before I'm actually finished? And I'm hoping that this is going to help support it. And I'm also going to start here this time and not at the bottom. Like I said, it may well be different because of the jute twine I'm using, and you may not have this issue, but as I have, I wanted to bring you my solution. Now, like I said, this may not have to be done for everyone, but for me, I think this is going to help. And what is the point of a tutorial if you can't help someone else not have the same issue? So, okay, so that's great. So I am going to start my jute twine up here now. I have jute twine all over the floor. It's probably all in the big knot, which is not surprising. Okay, so I am going to start up here. In fact, what I'm going to do, crafters, is to help myself out. I think what I'm going to do is I am going to kind of build some jute structures, if that makes sense. I'm going to take my jute twine and I'm going to go round my base. And I'm going to hot glue obviously being very careful not to burn myself. Okay, crafters, I'm going to let that sit for a while. Once it's dry, I'm going to start wrapping this. So hopefully the next time you'll see me, this will be wrapped. And like I said, just to reiterate, it may be because I'm using the outsides and I'm not using the inside hoops, and I had to use the tape. I don't know. It may be the size of jute that I'm using, but just wanted to make you aware that I was having a few issues. It all seemed to go swimmingly well in the lovely tutorial that I watched, but as I say, she used different jute, so that may be the key reason why I'm having the issues. But as I was having the issues, I think it's only right that I bring them to you on camera. Okay, crafters, I finally got there. That was much easier. The lady who done them online, she had a cluster of flowers here, then and a word here. I'm going to turn it this way because when I saw it, I automatically thought of a rattan basket, and that's what I'm going to turn mine into. I have some foliage here, and I have my hot glue gun all heated up, and I'm going to start with adding some of these holly. And this holly is from Poundland, and I'm going to use my spatula. And I'm going to mirror it on the other side. Okay, I have this red glitter ribbon which I got from the works last year in the sale, so I'm just going to move this out the way. It's me again, Christmas crafters. I did not like that glitter red bow, so I've taken it off, and I found this one which was part of something else, and I think that looks much better, and all I've done is added a couple of pine cones. So I just wanted to drop back on before you know, you see it on the door and the pictures, so you think, oh, that's different to how you done it on the video. So I took off the bow and I just added some pine cones. So again, thank you very much for joining me, and you'll see me again soon. Take care now. Bye bye.